येहि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुख योनया एवते आद्यंतवंत kaunteya na teshu ramate buddha. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. So, in this shloka of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna is speaking about material happiness. So, there are two kinds of happiness. One is material happiness, and second is transcendental bliss or transcendental happiness. What is the difference between it? Material happiness is based on sense gratification. Like in our body, we have different senses: eyes, nose, ear, and there are sense objects like eyes, they want to see some beautiful scene; nose, they want some fragrance, right? Ear, they want to hear something. So these are the sense objects. So sense and sense objects. So when the senses comes in contact with sense object, we get some kind of pleasure. So this is called sense gratification. And here what Shri Krishna is speaking about, that the material happiness is based on sense gratification, and this kind of happiness is temporary happiness, because there is a beginning, there is an end. And what is the nature of this kind of happiness? At the beginning it will be like nectar, but at the end it will be like poison. This is the nature of material happiness. And we see people in this material world, they have this conception that the more they enjoy material senses, the more they are going to be happy. But this is not the reality. Even people having so many facilities and they try to enjoy in so many ways, but at end of the day, they suffer a lot. They get lots of negative reactions for that. And that's why Krishna is saying this is not the source of happiness, but this is the source of misery, source of suffering. Because what happens when somebody try to enjoy senses just in a material way, they do not consider what is right and what is wrong, and they just try to gratify their senses by all means. And that's the reason they get into even bad means, and which creates some kind of sinful reactions in life, and they suffer. Another side, we see transcendental happiness. So transcendental happiness, which is based on Krishna consciousness, which is based on some principle and values, which is on the level of soul. So this is ever increasing, because this is not based on some temporary material things. So this is eternal joy, which is always increasing day by day. And also, if we see the difference between these two, material way of enjoyment, this is degrading our consciousness, because as I said, people use all sorts of means to gratify their senses, all negative means. So because of that, they degrade their consciousness, they pollute their heart and their consciousness. But when we see transcendental way or spiritual way of enjoyment, that is elevating our consciousness up to Krishna consciousness. So this is also another benefit of transcendental enjoy, transcendental bliss. With this understanding, why Krishna is saying that one should, intelligent person, they do not take part in such kind of happiness or material happiness. Why? Because this is degrading the consciousness, polluting the consciousness, and because of that we get so many sinful reactions. And transcendental people, or person who is intelligent, who knows the purpose of life, do not take interest in such kind of enjoyment, because these are all temporary temptations which is dragging us, deviating us from the real purpose of life. Because we are a spiritual being, and the real purpose of life is a spiritual elevation of consciousness. So intelligent person, they do not take part in material way of enjoyment, but they take part in Krishna conscious way of enjoyment, wherein they serve Krishna, they serve God in such a way, means they enjoy with Krishna. One is without Krishna, one is with Krishna. So they enjoy with Krishna and following the principle and values which is given by Krishna. So this is the real way of enjoyment, which is elevating our consciousness and helping us to get freedom from the entanglement of this material world. And that is what, and the purport of this particular shloka Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about, he is quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein Lord Rishabdev, he is instructing his sons that because this human form of life is very, very valuable, very, very rare, so we should not misuse this facility. We should not degrade our consciousness by engaging in sense gratification in wrong way, but we should elevate our consciousness by engaging ourselves in Krishna consciousness. And this is the purpose of life. So this is a very important learning, because intelligent people, they are not concerned with the temptations or temporary desires, but they always think from a long term or from higher purpose. They always know that the purpose of life is bigger than this. So let's enjoy in such a way so that we can enjoy, means we can get real happiness, true happiness, and at the same time we can elevate our consciousness up to Krishna consciousness and achieve ultimate perfection of life. So thank you so much. And if you have any question regarding this subject matter, you can write down in comment, or if you have any perspective, you can share that in comment. And please like and comment, share this video to many people so that they can understand the true way of enjoyment and can make their life perfect. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.